Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's OpenONU Go call. Thanks for joining. As usual, the call is public and recorded and will be shared live on YouTube. So please be mindful of the comments you make and the information you share. It will be live. So first of all, there is the discussion on the memory leak that we have seen. I don't know if Torsten is not on the call. So Holger, do you know anything more about the status?
Actually, that everything what could be solved from our side is solved, but there are still some remaining issues in ONOs, for example, this AAA stuff and pending ads, whether it is solved. Okay. Let me have a look. What was the last status of the memory leak test? Okay, in memory leak test from today, we had issue with it was verify ONU in AAA user failed, and it seems I think that is already noted here that we have an issue with AAA user verification.
Yeah, we still need to take a look at that one.
I think this is the only issue we have.
But not the pending ad is not there anymore.
Sorry, I got a message from Torsten. Okay, he has some trouble. Okay, we can go forward.
Okay.
Okay. What was the question, Andrea?
If the pending ad was solved.
It seems so. Yeah, it's not. We don't see it currently.
Okay. And this Jira, it is what? Eventually, this thing loads. Ah, yes. Okay, yeah, this is yet to do. This is still to do. Okay. OMCI extended message format. I don't think there is any update here unless you, Holger, proceeded on doing some of the tasks that are outlined here.
Yeah, there's a BB pledge to provide the MIP upload messages in extended format is nearly ready. But I will also prepare the patch for the ONU adapter to be able to process these messages and then test them, these two patches together, and then I will upload them together when they are ready, so that we are sure that this is working.
Okay. Do we have an automated tester for that?
Now we plan to implement one for at least the robot test. I already discussed with Torsten how to deal with it. It could also be some kind of speed test, because when we demand the MIP upload from the ONU via extended message format, then this must be much faster than the normal baseline one. So, but perhaps we can also think on some more white box testing, but actually from the outside, the only thing that would be seen would be that that is going much faster, and probably also we could compare the two resulting MIP templates if everything which has arrived the ONU adapter via the baseline scenario also arrives via, or also will be received via the extended format, you know. So this some kind of this test would be feasible or would be thinkable. What do you think? Should Torsten implement such a test when it is ready? I think so. No?
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, I was thinking if it's too much of a complexity, but I know, I think it's doable. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's doable. And you already agreed with, you already discussed with Torsten, right?
Okay.
Okay. Girish, you added the following point. Can you discuss it?
Yeah, there were a couple of issues that Holger and Torsten reported. So one was PMs were not being reported in the job with multiple OLTs. I think this was a side effect of another fix that I submitted to fix panics that were reported in the PM module during garbage collection. So basically the issue was the PMFSM was due to some changes that I did, the PMFSM was starting too soon before the OMCI response processor routine had started. So now the PMFSM was, waiting on some responses for, some PMs that it had created on the ONU, but the processor was not yet started. And that created, some ripple effects, resulting in PMs not being reported at all, even after the PM processor started. So I submitted a patch to fix it. I also ran the patch against some other, sanity tests on BabySim. I see some reconciliation test failures. It seems unrelated to my patch, but I still want to investigate that. And then only, take a decision on whether to merge my patch or not. I mean, it's not super urgent for now.
Girish, you are referring to the issues with reconciling?
Yeah, on master, yes.
Yeah, but have you seen what we wrote in Slack? I think we have found the issue, and also Torsten made the test, and there's some in one of the modules, the new patch. There's you introduce a rating group, and there's a variable which should be a normal variable to cover a value and not a pointer. And therefore, there's a panic during the reconcile tests, and this is caused by this this variable which is actually a pointer where it should be a normal value one. Have you already had a chance to refer Slack?
Sorry, I just logged into this meeting. This is my first task of the day.
Okay.
I'll check.
So it's actually a simple. You have only to remove one star in your patch, and then everything will work.
Okay. Thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah.
Let me check.
And also the other issue which was caused by your patch is also helpful, because by this we could check and feature that the MIP audit is only processed when all the state machines are in waiting state or an initial state. And because the PM state machine was running and running all the time, we had no we prevented the MIP audit. So that is actually a feature which could be tested by your faulty patch. So it had also.
I didn't understand the point about MIP audit.
Yeah, you have seen with your new patch, the MIP audit was not working, right?
Yeah, right. Yes.
Yeah, and when we schedule MIP audit, for example, every 60 seconds, then in an ONU adapter, it will be all the machines, the state machines will be asked if they are currently doing any OMCI configuration.
Okay.
So, and when they are doing any OMCI configuration, then it could be possible that the MDS counter is not equal between ONU and adapter. So we don't do any MIP audit and wait for the next iteration. Wait 60 more seconds and see and look again if all the machines are quiet and no configuration is ongoing. And as I said, because your machine does not come to an end and always configured,
okay.
we did not do any MIP audit. So this is actually a feature which was tested by your patch.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I see your point. But I think that issue should be most likely be fixed with the current patch that I have.
Yes. But we actually, as I said, the new patch had a problem with the variable declaration.
Okay.
Therefore, we had a crash during reconciling, but only in case if the MDS counter is equal at the ONU and the ONU adapter. Then this code will be passed and we have a crash then.
Got it.
But have a look at to Slack, then you will see what to be done.
Sounds good. You also mentioned a failure on the 2.8 job for in some reconcile tests where you said the flow is arriving too soon and that caused reconcile issues.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that was during we are in reconcile state, we should not get any update flow incrementally, right?
Yeah.
And so this looks like that in the logs you can see that immediately after starting the reconciling we get this update flow incrementally, and this will be rejected, and therefore everything gets out of sync there.
Okay, I have not investigated this honestly yet. I have to look into rwcore or even above that, probably ONUs, to see what's happening. But there was also a panic, and I think Andrea, you submitted a Helm chart patch to backport, use the right images.
I did, yes.
And I also see the tests are green for the last few times. So I don't know if there was any relation between the panic fix and the flow arriving too soon. I don't know. So I just want to monitor if some more runs to see if the run is stable. If it's not stable, if we see the same issue, I'll go ahead and investigate.
Okay, I agree. Yeah. Okay, we can do like this. Regarding, you already mentioned rwcore. Currently, actually, Girish, are you the only one left who could we contact if we get issues in other applications apart from BBSIM or OpenONU adapter? Will you care about everything, or what is there any?
You can ping me. I think until end of June or July, I think at least end of June, Tio is partly involved. I am
as well
committed to this, and Andrea is probably too. and Hardik is probably too. So you can ping any of us. I mean, you can just tag me, that's fine too. And we'll try to take a look at all the issues.
Mm-hmm. And after July, Andrea, is there any idea already or not?
In the sense of for us,
Mm-hmm.
we will not be very involved. Actually, not at all. So we will not be present anymore. We will still be probably on the channels, but I would advise not to expect anything from us, because we don't know, but I can. We will. It's like Michael. We will be shifted projects. So if there is something that we might help with once in a while here and there, and there's really a requirement, maybe, but it should be expected that we are not here.
I mean, I have a slightly different commitment. I mean, I have to stay still end of September. So I miss, I mean, like, 1 or 2 days a week. So at YNF. So I'll be there even after 2.10 release, in partial commitment until end of September, like 3 months after 2.10 release.
And I understood from Timon also that there is an idea that the continuous integration is still hosted by the ONF, and even after October, somebody will take care of it, which is certainly here an important part, because that would fit into, our test cases green, etc.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
So we'll have the hardware jobs as well as the cloud-based jobs with Jenkins running against PBSIM. So we'll have both.
Yep.
Okay, Thorsten gave up. He will not join. Okay, but I think I know about him, or know about the topics.
Okay.
At least globally.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the action item is for Girish to change the patch according to what the comment from Holger is, and then submit a patch again, but we will not merge it until this is fixed.
Right. Yeah.
And you will take care of this, Holger, or is Girish going to take care of it? Okay.
Girish, you could if you are fixed, then you can start a regression test again, right?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, thank you.
Does Holger have +2 permissionality? I mean, I think he has.
Yes, he has.
I have. Yeah. I already used it. Yeah.
Okay, good.
But as I understood, Andrea, if 2 other guys gave +1, then you could also +2 your own patch, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean that's the rule, but not a strict rule. I mean, sometimes violate that. I mean, you don't get +1 from anyone. I mean, you can't wait for your patch to merge forever. So yeah.
Sure. So you would also risk to give a +2 to your own patch, even you don't get any +1 from any other guy.
I mean, you ping on the channel, you wait and wait. I mean, you poke people. I mean, you don't get +1. I mean, ultimately, you have to merge your code at some point. I mean, you usually get +1 after you ping many times, but sometimes you have to, due to any criticality that you have.
Okay. So it's also your opinion, Andrea?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and do whatever you want at some point. Okay. Okay. These, as we discussed, done. We should just monitor it. So we should be good to go, right?
Yeah. I think reconciling 2.8. Let me check.
That's the one that we discussed after the panic was backported.
Yeah.
So I'll keep a watch on that.
But actually, the today's test looks rather good. Okay, let's monitor it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. On the rest of the testing, for the unit tag here, the test is green since many tests, but I still did take a look and investigate this, and it's most likely a race condition with the disabling of some ports according to a master ship change when there is a slight delay between disconnection of the instances. So when we take down the ONUS, the OF agent, it disconnects from all the ONUS instances, and there's occasions where there might be a slight delay between these disconnections, and what that would cause is the master ship to move in ONUS, and thus we found out that at some point it did not properly change the port state to disable. So yeah, that is why. So that's the only thing I have. We did put this change inside all the tests for BBSIM for the weekend. I just merged the CI management patch, so that is done and included, and we will check on Monday what is the state of things.
Andrea, I just got a complaint by Thorsten because he can see the document you are editing, but he can't join the meeting. He says the pending flows are still an issue.
Oh,
pending. I think we deleted it because as solved by sleep. Yep. I'm not seen again. Okay. Yeah. I remember there was Thorsten inserted a sleep in the test case, and but actually the root cause is not fixed yet. Actually, he only cured the symptoms. Okay, I hope he's now satisfied. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we will have to then take a look at this again. Yeah. Okay. This one. Okay, so I see that Thorsten replied to us. I know he was working on it, and there's a prototype happening. And after that, we had a discussion on it, and I suggested him that he doesn't go too much forward in the prototyping because we don't really want to spend too much time on it, given that there is no yet definitive answer on what will happen on LWC per se. So yeah, that is what I suggested, that he does a prototype but holds the implementation until we have some more concrete elements.
That means LWC will not be introduced after 2.10, or?
That means we will see.
Okay. Okay.
That means I don't. That means I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So that was all I had as the agenda for today. Unless you guys want to have something more, I don't think we have any update on any of this. We actually did merge this, right?
Now, the interesting would be that probably to test it, I sent a temporary load, uploaded a temporary load for 2.8. If the pod you said the Atran pod is working again, probably
yes. So well, not yet working again, but it's let's say it's reachable again. It's reachable again. Yes.
But okay, I'm a little bit in doubt if we should already test then the 6.11, because after fixing this issue, it could be that there's another small issue to be solved there. Perhaps we postpone this test a little bit. But
Okay.
But okay, because you also would need to connect the 6.11 again, right? Physically, or
it is already connected.
Yeah, okay.
It's just that it's connected, but we never use it in the tests. We removed it from the tests.
Now, once the pod is working again, probably we could give it a trial then with the 6.11. But actually, the tests must be just running stable again with the SERCOM, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I take away that I have to tell Thorsten that he don't have to spend too much effort in the REST API stuff, right?
For now, no. But I had a discussion with him, so he knows.
He knows. Okay.
He knows. Yeah, he knows what I've asked of him and what we have discussed in the terms of the fact that an initial proof of concept would be good, and then to take it to the finish line, it's a lot of work because we found out that there's missing elements in ONUs as well. So let's hold until we have a more certain knowledge of what the LWC brings. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Anything else, Gage, Nils?
Not from my side.
Okay, great. Perfect. Okay, then thanks everybody for joining, and I'll talk to you again next week. Cheers, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.